Okay, that's cool. But how did you start cutting hair?
Okay, I was 10.
No.
Wait. I introduced that.
Okay.
Do you know when you go to school, like they do like homeworks, like, oh, what you wanna be when you're gonna grow up?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a barber in America. And my teacher was like laughing at me like, you.
So many better jobs. You can be a doctor.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna call your mom just to double check.
Why did you want to be a barber? Were you working with that
I was
before?
just going to get my haircut at barbershop. I was looking at the barber.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I can do better job. I was
10
like,
years old.
yes.
Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome to SLA Podcast. This is our podcast. We share with people all of our ideas. We want people to grow their mindset and also share with us and share with them how is life in Australia, how it feels like. And also we are 22, 21, 28. And he's one of our guests. But the thing is, we want people to be inspired by youngest, inspired by the youth about how the world can be seen. So my name is Yuri.
My name is Pedro.
His name is Pedro. This is our...
Tony.
Hey, take it easy, bro. Take it easy. This is our third podcast in English, isn't it?
Third.
Fourth, right?
Fourth one, yeah.
Yeah. This is the fourth podcast in English. If you have not subscribed yourself in the channel, please do not forget to hit the button. Also, I'm here with Antonio.
Yes,
My man.
exactly.
Oh my God, bro.
Come on, man. I'm so happy to see you here, man. I truly thought this moment
How
wouldn't
long
happen.
we been planning this?
Since I met you. Because you know what?
Let's keep it for us.
Firstly, introduce yourself, man. Who are you?
Okay, I'm Tony, coming from Italy, and
Italian.
yeah,
guy.
I met Yuri at the barbershop where I work, and I just feel like,
You've been living the best part of your life now, right?
of course, 100%.
Live the dream.
We just been like in a good friendship since day one, I would say.
Oh, so cute. Liar. And I'll
Yeah.
tell the why later. But you're lying. Oh, good. Okay, let's go. Move on.
He's breaking
Move on.
You got some bad feelings.
Oh my God.
Antonio, if you guys don't know, Antonio, we started working together when
Yes.
you came to Australia, right? In
Exactly, like in March.
How long ago?
It's been like 6 months now.
6 months already, bro.
Yeah.
How long did you plan to stay here for?
To be honest with you, I'm
To
trying
live.
to stay as long as I can.
But you came with the mindset I would
Yes,
stay.
I would love to set myself here, but as you know, it's a bit hard to live and stay here.
It's a bit
So
challenging.
obviously, like I'm trying to enjoy what I have at the moment. So
Yes, for
like
sure.
I don't like to make like long-term plan because you never know how it's gonna be, no. So just trying to enjoy. That's it. At the moment, I'm under a working holiday visa, and soon I'm gonna get a sponsor. So it's gonna allow me to stay at least 4 years.
Are you gonna get sponsored by working as a barber, right?
Yes. So
And like, what was your goal when you first came to Australia? Like, did you want to live in Australia or you just wanted to have a different lifestyle? Because you weren't living in Italy before you come here, right?
no, I was in London and I had like probably the best 6 years of my life, but it came to that point like it was a bit over for me there
Why?
because the weather, a little bit the lifestyle. I was looking for something more chilled, and I came here with a lot of expectation. And actually, what I got, I think, is even better than what I was expecting. No, so I found like a nice environment, nice people. The lifestyle is just so good, so
Well, like,
chill.
I see Australia, before I come to Australia, I see London as a very beautiful place, safe to be in.
Safe.
But like, when you spoke about London to
Yeah.
me, it wasn't as good as I thought it would be.
I believe many people sees London like as the craziest creative place. Like there's a lot of freedom and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, like it's beautiful city. There is a lot of bad that people they don't talk about, like criminality, like a lot of
London is crazy,
crazy
bro.
stuff. Yeah,
I think
So-
I was seeing some news like last days, and like it's super common you like be walking in the streets and being stabbed by someone to get like your watch or something like
what the
that.
fuck, bro?
Yeah.
What are these ghosts called? Wogs? No, wogs.
I don't know the name of the guys,
Yeah. It's like, anyways.
but like it's not safe. Like how they use it to say.
Oh,
Because like for me, I was in Brazil, bro. In Brazil, for me, is not safe, right? Brazil has a
Yeah, but it's
different...
different.
What?
You got culture. Like for example, I don't feel like you're gonna rob girls or kids or stuff like
In
that.
Brazil? Bro,
Depends on the situation. Depends.
I don't know, because in Italy it's still dodgy as well, but we got limits.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, if
the criminality has limits. That's good.
Yes.
They're very polite. That's
Well,
good.
we understand, like, we do dodgy stuff where we need to do dodgy stuff. We don't just do, like, random dodgy stuff. What's the point?
I got it.
Because like, in Brazil, it's limitless, man.
It's no limit.
It's limitless. If you go to Rio de Janeiro, no matter your age, no matter your gender or whatever, if they see your phone, they want your phone. If they see your glass, which looks nice, they want to take your glasses.
Your necklace.
Whatever you have,
Whatever.
if they can sell for something, they'll take. This is Rio de Janeiro, apparently, and the few places in São Paulo as well.
It sounds like London.
See, but like for me, anywhere else besides Brazil would be safer. And when I see people coming from London to Australia, I just get like, but what the fuck you doing here, man? London is beautiful as well.
Nah.
But Australia apparently is like, Australia is a very utopic place to live in. Do you know what I mean by utopic?
I believe, like, yeah, I know what you mean, but Europe is not like America or Australia. It's more like you gotta work a lot. You don't have time to enjoy yourself. Let's say, like, I was there, like, working like 5 days a week for more than 10
As a
hours
barber?
a day. Yeah. And you don't even have, like, much money to afford a house. So basically, like, you are surviving. You are living far away from your family, like far away from where you born. For what?
Living on paycheck to paycheck.
Surviving. That's it.
Just for surviving. Guys, if you guys don't know, we are here with the best barber and hairdresser in Sydney.
Bros, hey, I didn't want to lick your balls this way, man. But let me tell you something, man. You fucking amazing. You know that you're fucking amazing.
Thank
and
you.
I'm always get inspired by your cuts, by the way you cut, and by your education. And you have a beautiful story that we're gonna share today.
Yes, exactly.
Because you came from London and you were teaching, doing education in London, right?
Yes, I had like good chance. I've been helping Josh LaMonica.
Josh,
From
guys,
Westby.
can you please introduce Josh? I think
So-
there's no one else better than you to introduce Josh.
I think like me and my friends, we had the chance to meet him, to share like kind of experience with him. And I've been working for Manspire as well in Naples, back home. So it was like a very huge opportunity for me, which I really appreciated. I feel like that kind of world expect a lot of pressure. And I believe like people, they always like challenging, always trying to show who's the best. Always, it's a world like you gotta be ready for it. Otherwise, you're just gonna waste your time and just wishing like you gotta get better or stuff like that. And Josh is basically like, to me, at my height,
I'm gonna cry.
is the best barber in the world.
Oh my God.
Josh is fucking amazing. I don't know if you know Josh. Have you heard about Josh?
No, zero.
Keep saying, bro. Keep saying.
So
I'm just listening. I'm
basically,
enjoying.
like Josh is one of the, I would say like the creator of Manspire. Manspire is one of the best academy in the world.
Okay, got it.
So
If not the best
I would say it's the best in the barbering.
in the barbering industry.
This industry like is really big. Has a lot to share with the other people and stuff. So basically, I had the chance to work with him. I had like huge experience. I was like enjoying my time there, and I'm always like grateful. I always like when I say thanks to him, and I just think like sharing time with him, coming here in Australia, which the situation is not that big. I would say like in barber is like very like limited. Even the mindset of the people, I believe like the customers is not educated. So the haircut they try and achieve
In
here-
Australia is boring.
Yes.
The haircut in Australia is boring. The people, I swear, people
It
in
is.
Australia they need more education. And bro, I learned haircutting here in Australia, and I understand just by seeing what you do and just by seeing what everybody else is doing, like in London or Europe. I see everything is much different than here in Australia. Here they want a boring skin fade, make my hair shorter, and I'm happy.
I believe maybe it could be because of the, I would say the lifestyle.
Maybe they never had anything different.
Maybe because here is hot. I don't know. I don't want to say. I'm trying to understand them. Like I don't blame them, but it's just like very boring.
I think it's the barber's fault. It's the barber's fault. Because like the barbers here, they know that people just want their hair shorter, and the fact that people don't just want their hair shorter doesn't push the barber to learn, go for education, try to learn from somebody else who does a better job, because everyone just want a hair shorter, and everyone can do that. And if you show your client a different cut, like, do you know when a client comes up to you and say, bro, do whatever you want? Don't you feel like free? Like this is a white canvas. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
This is how it should be every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because sometimes they are expecting you to do the same thing as the other $20 barbers did. And this is not going to happen, man. Because like if you come in for a barbershop, which is 4 times the price, you better get at least 4 times a better cut.
But I believe like to put yourself in that situation, like you want to do something better, you better going to build up like some trust. And the only way to build up trust is talking. Many barbers, they don't really talk much. They just like,
he had an experience like that.
Bro, it was horrible.
I think I saw the video, so I know what you're talking about. But I believe like, let's say like a client working in the shop and he wasn't happy with the previous barber. And many times happens like, oh, I wasn't happy, I want to get a haircut. I usually get like 2 back and side. I want to get like a little bit from the top.
4 back and sides.
8 back and sides. Never happened. Just a joke. But yeah, they walk in and they just ask the usual. So what's the point for me to change a barber if I'm gonna ask for the same stuff,
the same
thing
everywhere I'm gonna go? So like, it's gonna be like, is it the barber fault or is the client?
The client fault.
Because like today a client said something interesting. I'm here for you. I trust you, and just give me whatever you think I need. And I was like, fuck, all right. That means do whatever you want. Because like he was like, you are the professional, and this is what barbers should understand. You are the professional, and you must know more than your client. If a client comes up to you saying, do this, do that, you must say, hey, this is good, but I want to give you something that might look better. And if it doesn't look better, just do whatever a client asks you for.
Yeah, but
and the client they don't usually have an open mind to say yes, do whatever you want, and that's the problem.
I understand it's quite common that this happens, but let's say like the other day I had a client like, oh, I wasn't happy with my barber, blah blah. I said, okay, what you didn't like about your previous experience? It was like, no, in general it was okay, but I don't know, I wanna try your haircut. I was like, okay.
Calling me your bitch?
Okay.
Call me a bitch.
I was like, okay, just give me some key factor. Like, I'm trying to understand, like, the style, what you're looking for, what you didn't like about the previous experience. And it was like just messing around. It didn't really have any real purpose, you know?
To change the barber.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, let's do the top first and then the sides. That's how I work. I build up shape. I tailor the haircut. It's not just like making hair shorter.
I tailor the haircut, my man. You fucking kill it.
I feel like I'm like giving you the best you could get from everywhere in this city.
Okay.
I'm sure like everywhere in the city is very limited. So I'm bringing Europe here.
That's
and
crazy.
I'm bringing different vision.
I'm so proud of you, babes.
Just sit on the chair and enjoy.
Let me do my
Enjoy
job.
the clippers.
It's like you buy Ferrari. Just sit on the Ferrari and drive it. Don't ask how many kilometers you can make.
Yeah, how much
how much petrol you need.
Yeah.
Just drive. You got a Ferrari, drive it. You know what I mean?
You got a Ferrari on a straight line, bro.
That's it.
Okay, that's cool, but how did you start cutting hairs?
Okay, I was 10.
No.
Wait. I introduced that.
Okay.
Okay, I was 10 and
18 years ago.
yes. That's like more than half of my life. And I already knew what I wanted to become like when I was growing up. And I had like these homeworks, you know, when you go to school and they do like homeworks like, oh, what you want to be when you're going to grow up?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm going to be a barber in America.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And my teacher was like laughing at me like, you
Really?
You know where you
So
can
many
go?
better jobs. You can be a doctor.
Yeah. I was like, doctor is boring. I don't want to be a doctor. And she was like, okay, I'm going to call your mom just to double check.
really?
If it's everything fine.
We have a serious issue here. He wants to be a barber.
This kid is 10. Everyone was dreaming like, oh, I want to be football player. Oh, I want to be like basketball player, like astronauts and stuff like that. I was like, to me, I'm better than a football player if I become a barber. You know what I mean?
That is different.
Yeah.
But I had like my expectation. I had my goal. Like that's my luck.
But like, why?
I always know what I want.
Why at 10 years? At the age of 10 years, why did you want to be a barber? Were you working with that before? Did
No.
you see someone?
To be honest with you, no one in my family is a barber or a dresser.
one.
No one. So I had no inspiration. I was just going to get my haircut at barbershop. I was looking at the barber. I was like, okay, I can do better job. I was
10
like,
years old.
yes. Every time I was getting the haircut, I was going home, get a hair wash, and style it on my own. I thought like I can do a better job. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I'm 10, but I got the vision.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean?
I trust you.
You
I
know
got
what
the
I mean?
vision. Yeah, I think
I
that is
got the
more
vision.
important.
I'm in love with the post.
I remember like one of my best friend. He was asking me like, "Oh, can you style my hair? We got like celebration and stuff like that." I was like, "Are you seriously asking me to style your hair?" I was like, "Yeah, because I think you're really good and you look passionate." I was like, "Okay."
At the age of 11,
this guy is
10 years?
still my best friend. I got like 2 best friends. That's it. And this guy is still like very good friend to me. He's like a brother. I was styling his hair. I was like, "Okay, I love it. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again."
Okay.
What did you do? Was just a blow dry?
Just blow dry, just style. So imagine like 11, 12 years old, like styling someone's hair.
Bro, it's a kid.
know
It's a
what I
kid.
mean?
Make you look better.
I need a chair to stand
Bro,
up. On top of the head.
when I was
You know what
10,
I mean?
when I was 10, I couldn't even wipe my ass, man.
You know what I mean? Okay, I was like always obsessed with this stuff, but at the meantime, I was carrying on school, and I was like, I was really interested in graphic designer, but I saw that world a bit far away from the person the people I live, my style. You know, it's like I wanted to be more creative. Like I wanted to share my personality with people. When I have a client on my chair, they look at me and they know what they're gonna get. You know what I mean? Like tattoo, like I try and be cool. Like even the way I style, I'm selling myself. You know what I mean? Like I want this target of people. I don't want like no more than that and no less than that. I want this target.
Okay. Got
You
it.
know, I select people. So I started like with this kind of styling and stuff. When I was 14, 15. I did like this kind of graduation, like at dressing school. It was like 3 years time.
Bro, what about your school? Were you?
I just left. I quit.
You left school. You quit school.
Yeah, I quit. I had like good.
Bro, you were the best kid ever, man. I swear.
No, because I was like, my journey in the school, it was like very good. So when I decided to leave, my president of the school, how can I say, like
Director.
director, yeah, something like that.
No, director. It's something else. But yeah, people know what you're
Principal.
saying.
The counselor, I don't know how you say.
Right, we got it.
Yeah, she was like, "Why you leaving?" I was like, "I want to be a barber," and she was like, "No, you can be better than that."
Oh, really?
I was like, "No, this is what I want."
Wow.
It's not about what my family wants, or not about what you as a counselor wants, or director or whatever. It's about what I want. Because for the first 2 years of the secondary school, I was doing everything about the people was asking me to do it, you know? It came to that point like where I was like keeping in, holding it.
yourself.
Like I was like a bomb, like a big bomb. I was like, boom,
About to
exploding.
explode.
I explode. I was like so upset with myself, with my family, with my school. I was upset with everyone.
Because everyone wants you to
Want
follow
me to do
something.
something
else?
different.
Like what?
I don't know, whatever. Like,
Be a doctor, whatever.
I was like doing this school. Like, I changed to school. The first year was like about computing, like developing programs and stuff. But I didn't like it.
Okay.
Then I changed school. I was liking it. I was good at it, and then I give up again. I give up again, not because I wasn't good. I was going like very well, and I just decided like I want to do my stuff. I got my vision. I'm gonna follow my vision.
Nice.
And then I started this dressing school for 3 years. And
Just before you move on, what did your family think when you said I'm quitting school at the age of 14 and I know what I want for my future at the age of 14?
they believed in myself.
Oh, really?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Because for 2 years I give them
Is
time.
legal? Is legal to do that in Italy?
Yeah, you can quit the school after 16 or 15, something like
I
that.
think you could do whatever you want.
Yeah, but
If you
I remember 1 year I was doing a dressing school and normal school, like
Together.
like state school and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I just decided like I can't do both. I need to pick one.
Barbering.
Yeah, bro.
Was barbering or
Of
hairdressing?
course, barbering.
Barbering.
It was for both. So basically, you start with the dressing, and then after the first year, you can decide if you wanted to get specialized in barbering or hairdressing. So I picked barbering, but my family was pushing me like, "Oh, do hairdressing, do hairdressing." So the same story again.
Let me do whatever I want.
Like, yeah, just give me space, give me time. And they were like, "Oh, do hairdressing, you're gonna make more money. It's much easier. Woman, blah blah blah. You're a guy. You're a cool guy. Woman loves cool guy." I was like, "Okay, let's try hairdressing." I spent.
Everything
And
about
this
the woman.
was the worst things ever because I would say like it could be like different for me, but I waste 7 years of my life doing hairdressing.
Why
which-
waste?
That's why I'm saying like maybe I shouldn't say waste because you always need the experience, especially when it comes about hair. It's good to know how to do everything.
We spent seven
spent
years.
Yeah, 7 years
studying or working.
working and studying.
Okay.
I was doing Oriel, Matrix, all these big company. I was doing education, but I wasn't happy. I was good at it.
So how
He saw me doing like woman's hair.
Uh-huh.
I think I know what I'm doing.
Oh, of course. You did for 7 years.
Yeah.
So everything you know about hairdressing,
Yeah.
when like bro, women come to the barbershop asking for Antonio's specials.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
do you guys do blow dry? And
I look at my booking system like, okay, I can make it. Extra
I can do
money.
it.
yeah, and so you learned everything about hairdressing, not working as a hairdresser.
I was working as a dresser.
Are you working as a hairdresser?
I did 3 years of school. And while I was doing the school, I was working as apprentice and
Sweeping the floor or actually cutting?
blow drying mostly.
Blow dry mostly. All right.
Then I was learning about the color, bleaching. Like in Italy, it works in different way. You don't have many chance. They don't give you like too much space to improve yourself. So I was just trying to improve day by day, studying.
Fuck, you did it for so long, bro.
It was a nightmare.
Oh, really?
But
Nightmare.
I enjoyed dressing. It was nice. But knowing the environment, I was part of it. And I changed like 4 shop in 7 years. So
Oh, that's okay.
yeah, I think it's good balance.
Yeah, it's a good balance.
One every 2 years almost. So what you didn't like about hairdressing?
I believe the environment that was part of it, it was very boring, especially when it comes about color and all this stuff. It was like black, dark brown. That's it. No
Is this-
blonde,
No blonde.
no highlights.
Do you think
nothing.
in Australia would be completely different, right? Because you got a lot
It
of
could
blonde
be,
girls.
it could be, but what I learned by all this time is that it doesn't matter which area you work in, doesn't matter which client you have in. I build up my style, I build up my clientele. So I had people traveling from far away just to get a haircut from me. So it doesn't matter where you work, what you're doing. It's all about you. Like it's all on you. All the pressure, everything. That's you managing everything. So I believe like we got a certain influence on people. So if I show off like I'm good at highlights, blow dry, I gotta get these kind of people.
Yes.
If I'm very good for a haircut, for example, I gotta get these other people. You know what I mean?
For sure.
If I show off like a bob haircut, I'm gonna get like client that likes like bob or graduation, whatever. So it was like that, like 7 years, like listening to my family, to my friends. Oh, you're good at it. You're good at it. I was like, yeah, I'm good, but I don't like it.
I want to be better. So when did you decide to change it? After 7 years.
It was on the 7th years. I was doing hairdressing. Every Sunday I was going to sweep the floor, doing some beard trim in this barbershop, like very old school barbershop. He's my brother-in-law.
You had to start
He's
everything.
my brother father-in-law. So
You had to start over.
yes,
Oh,
Good. Yeah,
And
because it's different.
I was
Hairdressing.
so scared.
you were scared.
Imagine
After
like
7 years.
it's like building up something and then you throw it away. Start again.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I believe when you do these kind of things, it gives you the energy, the purpose to go even forward. Because I was stronger. I had like this kind of experience from the hairdressing. And
knew
I
how
was
they-
doing barbering. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you knew how the process
I
would
was
feel like.
I was feeling so confident in myself, and I didn't know how to do fade, bro.
You didn't know.
I didn't even know how to put the guard on the clipper. You know what I mean? Like,
Like a
And
jack.
this is the thing. So I have had a lot of clients that said, "Yeah, I have this hairdresser. He does my haircut." Like I don't judge, but most of the hairdressers who works as only as a hairdresser, they're not used to clippers.
but I know one guy in Italy, Axel. He's very good. He's very good hairdresser, very good barber. That guy is a guy to
But like what I'm saying, like the majority of them are not used to the clippers, because like
Yeah, 'cause-
we only work with the clippers, right? And we cut like, let's say 15 hairs a day. They might cut in a hairdresser and in a salon less than 5 minutes a day.
I
You
can
know what I'm
make it
saying?
easy in one question. When you have like long length, do you feel comfortable with it?
I'm feeling more comfortable now, but I didn't used to.
You feel more comfortable now, whatever, but you still like don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, I don't feel
like the fade. You know what I mean? You are not comfortable as the fade.
Like ready to go. Yeah, I know exactly what I need to do.
Yes.
No.
No, you start like, okay, let me see what should I do, what can I achieve. But for a hairdresser, like clipper is something like they don't really use much.
Yeah.
So I don't blame them.
Okay.
No, yeah, absolutely. Like,
And maybe your client was asking like for something like mid length. I don't know, like scissor cut.
yeah, or like a big transformation. They have a long hair. They want to skin fade. Beautiful. Let's do this.
Beautiful. Buzz cut.
So after the 7 years, you stop hairdressing. You quit your school, and then by the time the 7 years passed by, when you became a barber, how old were you?
I was around, I think 18, 19, something like
So
that.
you start your career as a barber around 18, 19 years old.
Something like that. Because I remember I was like 14, 15. Then 6 years,
That makes sense.
20, 21, something like that.
So what I'm listening is, you left an industry, a hairdressing industry, because you didn't like.
I think I didn't like the environment where I was belonging.
No, all right.
Okay.
I didn't like hairdressing in Italy.
Okay.
You know
got
what
it.
I mean?
Uh-huh.
But I think, I don't know, I might be wrong.
Or maybe I was unlucky. Like I picked the wrong shop. They weren't inspiring me.
You worked in four shops, man. What are you
Yeah,
talking
only
about?
one was good to
Only
me.
one.
Yeah.
Why did you quit
The,
then?
the rest, it was just about money.
So like what I'm listening is, you left, you quit the hairdressing industry, and then you went to barbering industry. How much better did you feel?
I felt like finally I was achieving what I really want.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know, bro. It meant to be like that. I just felt it.
Was the
no
connection
reason.
with the men?
There's no reason.
I think
Since I
there's
was
no reason.
10, I wanted to become a barber. I was inspired. I don't know. I was loving it. I was going to the barber and he was giving me
Finally
like
was
shit
happening.
style. I was getting my hair washed, do my style again because I could do better than him. It's something like I'm born with. You know what I
You were
mean?
born with, yeah.
Something like it belongs to myself.
Okay.
So
If I stay far away from the shop, like doing no haircuts for let's say a week, I feel bad. I feel like something missing. You know what I
me
mean?
too,
That's
bro.
crazy, that's
me
crazy.
too. Sometimes I go to the barber shop and I feel, bro, I just want to cut a hair, man. I just want to cut a hair, bro. And you know what? My clients, they think, because like they might have experienced lots of barbers that they just cutting because of the money. And this is the dumbest thing. Like, how can you be a
that's
barber
stupid.
just for the money? Because it's not a lot of money in the
You're not
industry.
gonna last.
You're not gonna last. And you're always gonna do shit haircuts.
You're gonna open your own shop doing like $20 haircut, and that's it.
And that's it. Exactly. Because you're not passionate about it. And you
Blaming the clipper because he makes shit fade and stuff like that. Can I say shit or is it a problem?
It's a problem, bro. It's a problem.
Okay.
Never say that again.
No copyright.
No money for you.
No
And so you ended up liking the barbering industry. So what made you like it? Was the clientele? Was the clipper that was better? Was better to work with the
I
clippers
believe
rather than scissors?
the whole environment, it helped me, like the style, you know. I think like man is more approachable than woman, like when it comes like
I think so.
To a
about
man, from
to
a man to a man.
yeah, to understand like what they want. Women, they never happy.
It's harder to make.
They never happy.
I mean, this is coming from a hairdresser, right?
Yeah, this comes
he
from a
had,
hairdresser,
He had a
yeah.
lot of women with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can sound a bit weird.
No, yeah.
but
That's what it's the reality. You had a lot of women clients, and
Yes.
you know how he felt as a man to cut women clients. And bro, most of the hairdressers, they always say, sometimes it sucks. It's a beautiful job, but sometimes it sucks because women it's quite complicated because they not always satisfied. And I completely understand because the hair is longer, takes longer to grow. If a man gets a wrong haircut within 4 weeks, tops, he can have a new haircut again.
Yeah, but let's say like if you do half centimeter more on your men's haircut, okay? You gotta get like half centimeter off more than what you expect. Man is not gonna complain.
No.
They're hardly ever.
It's not.
Hardly
you
ever.
won.
Woman, if you cut 1 centimeter, it looks like a punch into the haircut.
Push it fake.
They're gonna
He's a
blame you
fucking
like,
cut.
why you giving me buzz cut? But it's 1 centimeter. It's 1 centimeter. You know what I mean? It's a finger.
Just a finger.
So why does hairdressers struggle so much with the one? Because like the girls come up to you and say, "Hey, I just want you to trim the ends,"
Yes.
and then some of them they trim these ends, this big. Why?
Maybe they get confused between the ends and the hands.
But you know why? Because I'm not a hairdresser, so I have no clue why it happens. Why sometimes they cut much more than the client asks
Because
for?
most of the time they bleach a lot. And they got like very burnt ends.
The ends very burns.
And so maybe it will look more healthy if I got like couple of centimeter more. But it's a couple of centimeters. It's not like a meter. You know what I mean?
It's not like
Yeah. So they make it like always like big deal. Even when it comes about blonde, I want like this blonde. I want these highlights. Maybe you are not ready for that. And to make them understand, it's like impossible.
it's no way.
I hear you, bro. Because like they think you don't want to do the job, or because they don't understand that the hair is not healthy enough for a
But they
bleach.
should understand. If you come to my shop and you tell
It's
me
my
like,
rules.
No, it's not my rules. Let's say like you ask for highlights and you ask for like, okay, I want this blonde, like number 10, and you are like number 3, number 4.
Number 3 is very dark. Number 10 is very blonde.
Okay.
So it's like, girl, you're playing with fire. You know, like,
You're gonna burn your hair.
You're gonna burn your hair.
no, you can do it, but you need Olaplex, you need this, you need this. Oh, let's do just the bleach.
Save $1,000
It's
for
never
this.
just the bleach. You know what I mean? You need the toner, you need the Olaplex, you need whatever.
Yeah, you need lots of things.
It's not just the bleach.
It's not that easy.
So they want you to make it easy, but it's not. It's like, oh, I just want this. It's so easy. No, it's not easy.
We have the same thing in the barbering industry because when they come,
But look, if you say to a man, you can't do that, he's going to be like, okay, what can I do?
For
If
sure.
you say to a girl, you can't do that, okay, I go to someone else who can do that.
oh really?
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Because someone else is gonna do the
Yeah.
fucking blonde.
Because, oh, my friend dresser, he did it. I was like, okay, go to him.
I'm not doing it.
Nah,
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not going to take the shame because you're stupid. You got nuts. You haven't got a brain. You got nuts.
The little
Like
monkeys.
The little monkey.
A plain monkey.
So what did you struggle the most in the hairdressing? Because you know what, I was thinking today, bro, it must be a headache work as a hairdresser.
I
The
believe
whole
maybe
day.
when it comes about bleach.
What about the noise with the blow dry? I mean, the whole day the blow
No,
dry
I
is.
love it. I love it. I
love
love
it.
It keep me calm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because the client's not
Sometimes I fall asleep.
Crazy, bro.
I love the address.
And another thing, so sorry, I don't want to sound I might be wrong. I don't want to sound too. Oh, okay, I will say. Is much noisier in a salon with women or with men? Because let's point some things out. Women sometimes speaks louder
Depends
than men.
on the shop. I worked in some barbershop in London where men, they were completely quiet. No one was. They didn't care.
A barbershop?
Yeah, like I was trying to talk to them, bro, just make my hair shorter. Shh. Don't talk to me. I was like,
I'm fucking busy.
I was like,
Come here.
you know, once I was telling him like, bro, you drop your phone. It was like, shh. I said, "Oh, your phone." It was like, shh. I was like, okay, maybe doesn't need it.
And what about the women hairdresser?
Bro, I think women, they gossip a lot.
They gossip a lot.
They go
I reckon.
They do a lot of gossip. And they're very nasty.
Right.
It's not like a man. Man is shy to open himself, you know what I mean?
For
Like,
sure.
let's say you had the sex with a girl yesterday. You're not gonna come here and say like, oh, I had the sex yesterday.
Women does it.
They do.
You guys better watch out for what you do with these women.
Like, you know, when you create this habit, like, they come always the same clients, always the same time. Yeah, oh, how are you? Yeah. How we ended up the last time? Oh, you know what? You know what?
Here we go. Here we go again.
I show you something, otherwise Tony's gonna listen to it. Like, oh, let me see as well.
So it's not louder than a barbershop.
Nah, I believe like hairdressing shop, it can be louder. It depends about the environment.
What you mean, bro? The blow dry women talking, bro.
Yes, bro, but
What environment, man?
But is it bad to work?
Better to work?
When it's noisy?
Better to work?
Is it bad?
Better to
Bad
work?
to work.
no, to me it doesn't stress me out. I get used to it. So to me it's like natural.
After 18 years working, I think gonna be
Yeah.
natural.
Yeah, because
sometime.
like in full silent feels weird. I don't know. Like,
Yes.
Totally.
Yeah,
It's awkward.
it's awkward.
It's totally like in the barbershop, in the barbershop, someone must be talking to a client. At least one person. We always have the song, right? We have always have the music going
when
on.
I run out like what to say, I just call Nino. Nino, say something.
He's the
Yeah,
apprentice.
you know, back up my ass.
Say something, bro. Talk to the client.
Talk about Netflix. I don't know, Star Wars, whatever.
But you know what, bro? This is quite weird because when I was posting on my TikTok, and I got banned from my TikTok. When I was posting on my TikTok, people were saying, bro, I don't care about the conversation. Because I was explaining to people how important is your communication with your client, the way you dress, the way you cut their hair, the way you solve their problem, etc. And they were like, bro, I don't care, man. Cut my hair, make it short and shut up. I was like, what you mean, bro? What you mean? I'm not a $15 haircut barber, man. And like, do you know the difference? Because like,
I
where
believe-
we at, communication is literally everything. If you can talk to your client, who's like, they appreciate a good communication. That's what I'm saying. Do you hear me?
But I understand what you're trying to achieve, but I think you picked the wrong argument.
Niche.
You know, I will talk more about sports, TV, movies. People come to the barbershop to forget about problem.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't want to listen like someone saying like, oh, the people they don't talk too much, or blah blah blah. Like it's like it sounds like you complain.
No, but some people they don't want to talk. No, and that's fine. But like, I just don't get a 20 years old guy coming, or 18 years old guy coming to my TikTok saying, bro, when I go to a barbershop, I want the barber to shut up and cut my hair. I was like,
Yeah,
why?
But this kid probably that doesn't have sex for a long time. That's the only.
That's why.
the only reason why. But
like-
anyway, I'm just
Okay.
joking. But I believe like there are people which they don't want to talk, but they are just a bit maybe because they have a like bad day. And we need to
Yes.
understand that.
I think, yeah, it
Like
makes
someone
sense. As well.
when someone has a bad day, I can try and make his day better. But if it doesn't work, doesn't work. It's not up to me. I can try, but if opposite to me, I got like a person which he doesn't want to get help. There's not much I can do.
Yes, for sure. So
Insane.
when you started like working as a barber, how long did it take to be good?
I believe the first 3 years I was struggling so much.
You always struggling for 3 years?
Yeah. Because, I had like standard that I wanted to achieve. And I was doing that, like trying to push myself, trying to
Just
understand like where it was the mistakes and stuff. I was doing like, let's say I started like doing no skin fade. I wasn't doing any skin fade. I was just doing like number 2, number 3, number 1,
Why not?
scissor cut. Because when it comes about skin fade, it's very hard to remove the bulk line. So I saw that stage of my career like very hard to carry on and to learn it. So I was focusing firstly on something easy, and then I pushed myself to be like more advanced. So it comes like 3 years doing like number 2, number 1. I was trying some skin fade, but it was like bad. Bad. I don't want to say shit, but 'cause I respect myself. But I respect myself. It was like very bad. I was getting money. I was feeling sorry. Like I wasn't sleeping at night. Like I was feeling like,
How am I getting paid for this?
no, like I got money from that guy, but the fade was shit. But then I was checking the haircut he had before from the previous barber. It was the same. So I was okay. At least it's fair. It's break even.
It's break even.
Do you know when a client, when you're not happy with the haircut or with the color of the hair or whatever, and the client's so happy,
Yeah.
and you're like, the client's like, oh my God, I love it. And he's just like, you love it? You love it? Me too. Very nice. You pay by cash, by card? Like, that's how it feels, isn't it?
And then he comes back. Oh, I received a lot of compliments.
Hanging out with the wrong people.
Imagine the friends like, oh, I love your haircut. Shit.
Very nice color.
Very nice going.
Very nice green.
Guys, we just hit the 40 minutes time.
Cool.
Let's do a little
Perfect.
break.
Yeah, we need that.
What you mean perfect, bro? We're gonna extend. No. Just because he said that, we're gonna extend an extra 40 minutes.
No, I'll be back more motivated. I'm gonna tell you some more about my story.
Okay, beautiful.
'Cause-
And we can pack it all up and just bring it over.
Okay, cool.
Just hold on. Just before we go for the next step, guys, do not forget to like this video if you're liking it. Right? Can you ask them, please?
Okay,
Hit the like button.
Like it.
Thank you.
Like it.
Go and pick up the pizza.
It's a birthday.
Pizza birthday.
Bro, I saw one photo of you like from some years ago, and it was like so fucking young, and you used to have a lot of tattoos, like being young. Like when did you start to do your tattoos?
I was 22, I think.
22 years old. Bro, I could see your hand was closed, and it was, I don't know,
It was like
20 years
just
old.
Plain.
João, let me know when you start. Have we started?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, guys.
They was singing, bro. I couldn't lose it.
We were too busy. Too many pizza.
Too many pieces.
we're on the pizza now, guys. That's what we do in the break.
Okay,
That's what we need.
so we finish talking about your 3 years learning how to be a good barber.
Yes.
So you spent 3 years to be a good barber or not?
I believe like that 3 years helped me a lot, because that 3 years I spent it in London, which I met this guy Valon. It was helping me a lot with the English, with the technique. It was doing a lot of clipper over comb. You know, clipper over comb like 7 years ago, it was like something like wow. No one was doing clipper over comb. So the clipper, they were corded, no cordless clipper. Imagine like to be stuck with the wire and the comb, like they were trying to fit everything. It was like trying to find the balance.
Cordless clippers, they quite new, right?
Yeah, I believe like
Cordless.
5 years.
A little, yeah,
5
a
years.
little bit longer, but like, yeah, that's sick, man. Imagine cutting hair with the cord. Like, fuck.
Basically, you were holding the cord with one hand and then moving the clipper. That's what I was doing.
That wouldn't work. Not for
It
me.
was so stressful. Like, you couldn't make like any good flick out.
Yeah,
It was
100%.
so hard. But yeah, this time is over. But that 3 years, it really helped me out.
So you was living in Italy or in London this time?
London.
So you moved to London.
I moved to London in 2016. I was
Okay.
working for this barbershop in London Bridge. And I think mostly of all the stuff I learned, it came from that shop. That gave me the base, the real base. Like, because you know, when you learn at school and when you work in a shop, it's always different. So working in there, it really helped me out.
So you used to speak English?
No, at
Before?
all. No at all.
So didn't speak English, didn't know how to go ahead.
No one word.
How would you communicate with the client then?
I was asking my colleague like, help. Like I was
What he
looking at
wants.
him like, bro, what he's asking for? Like,
Yeah,
he was
really.
like, okay, I want like number 2 back inside. I was like, yeah, I know. And then I ended up like doing something else. And he was looking at me like, okay. Like I asked for number 3 and I got like number 0, but
Yeah, that's alright.
I remember once I had this guy asking for a buzz cut on top. I was like double checking with my colleagues because I had a couple complain during the week. I didn't want to make like another mistake. And he was like, oh, I want a buzz cut, I want a fade. I was like, you sure? Clipper on top. I was like, yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I asked this friend of mine, like, bro, can you please double check for me because I don't want to make any mistake.
Would he speak Italian?
No, but I was trying to make myself understand. Like, you try and everyone speaks
Yeah, you
English.
just wanted to was sure.
So if everyone speaks English, you can find a way to try and express yourself.
Yes.
So I was telling him like, bro, do you mind to help me double check? And this guy was like, bro, you sure you want a basket? Clipper on top? Yeah. I started number 3 on top. This is what he asked for. He started crying.
It's crying.
Literally crying.
I was like, bro, why are you crying? Why clipper on top? I was like, okay, I double checked with my friends. I asked you like 4 or 5 times. You don't want a clipper on top? Is it a joke? Are you kidding me? Like, it was crying. I was like, I took the clipper. I was like, bro, take the clipper. You finish the haircut. I'm going break. I was like doing 2 haircuts. The client and then my client, and he was trying to deal with everyone. I was like, okay, I'm just over it. Like, I need to focus on my English. I was downloading this Duolingo app, trying to text with people, trying to improve myself. I didn't really went to any school.
Okay.
So I feel for what I got is a nice English. I can make myself understanding with American, Australian, English people.
Communicate.
They go slang.
Brazilians.
Yes, especially Brazilian. So I believe English people, they are really hard to understand, especially when they come from Ireland, Scotland.
Yes.
It's
super hard.
It's not a normal English. It's really cut out. They cut out the word. So they are like, oh, what's up, my G? Like, how's it going? And I was like, okay, I can understand this, so I can figure out like I'm getting better.
Okay. Okay.
And those days, when I first moved here, I had to deal like with a little bit with the accent. It is a bit different here.
Yes.
Australia is like much cleaner.
Oh, really?
I believe it's so easy for me. And when I first landed here, I was like, okay, it's so easy. I just need to get rid now my accent.
Okay.
I was a lot of doing like this. Oh, do you like it? Inne? And people were looking at me like, inne? What does it mean, inne?
Inne.
I was like, isn't it?
Isn't it?
That's what it means.
Okay.
Like, that's what how they say in London, like inne bro. I was like, okay, I need to change myself again.
Oh, fuck.
But because you get used to it and you don't even realize.
Yes.
You just spend time there.
I was gonna ask you because like I'm very bad at doing consultations with Brazilians because when I learned barbering, I was in Australia and therefore I learned in English.
Yeah.
And lots of words that I say in English, I have no clue how I say in Portuguese, and I still have no clue. Like blending. How can I say I'm gonna blend your hair in Portuguese? I don't know. So my question is, when you learned in English, because you learned you learned barbering in English, right?
Yeah, but I learned also in Italian. I spent 1 year learning in Italy.
At the
Barbering.
barbering school?
Yeah. No, I was working in this shop. And I can tell you, like, we don't have, like, some words, you can't translate it. Like...
From the English to
Italian? What you have in English maybe doesn't exist in Italian or in Portuguese or whatever. So I believe the best way to understand is just, like, to make these words, like, quite common for every language, like blend.
How do you say blend in Italian? Do you know that? Do you know what that?
I can try to explain, but
yeah, you would explain, right?
I don't have a word. You know what I mean?
You struggle.
No, because I mean, even when it comes about hair, to me, I find it easier to speak in English.
Okay.
I like many clients in Italy, they were asking me like, oh, what you doing, blah, 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 what kind of shape and stuff like that. The only way I know is to speak English. And I believe like they can tell, they can see like what I'm doing is like just because I grew up in London. There's no way to explain in Italian.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the same thing because like I struggle sometimes to say what I want to say, and my client just get like, bro, what are you talking about? Go, bro. Just fucking cut. And I have no clue what to say, and I just try to explain, bro. I would do something here on the side instead of saying blending. I would do something here on the side, gonna make this transition look smoother.
Yes.
And you know, I try to explain in another way, just like the way I learned English, like a few words I didn't know because my vocabulary was very limited.
Yes.
And I'll have to explain another way. So instead of saying I'm gonna cross the street, I will say I'm gonna walk to the other side.
Yes.
You know, few ways to explain the same thing.
Yes.
That's how I'm working my way out.
But it's not that bad. Till they understand, it's okay.
Yeah, we always work everything out.
So after this time that you spent like trying to learn English, so what did you do after this?
So basically, I was focusing more on my career, like trying to, 3 years spending like learning English, learning the basics, and just trying to improve my faith. And then this guy from Naples, he moved to London. And it was one of the best barber I've ever seen.
It's coming from Antonio, bro.
Bro, he was like talented.
Okay.
He was 17 years old. And I was 22, 23, something like that. I was like, look at this kid. He's kicking my ass up. You know? I was like, how? How could this happen? Because after 3 years, I was probably one of the best in my shop. So I was like, I had like good clientele. I was like very good type of haircut, always like spot on. These kids came for a trial. I was like, oh, I'm from Naples, I'm 17, blah, blah, blah. I said like, okay, no worry, you got the job. I'll look after you.
Okay.
And I spoke with my manager. I was like, do you trust me? Let him try. Even if he doesn't know English, I'll help him. And this kid was like, bro, impressive. I was like, bro, where did you learn from? He was like, no, I learned on my own. I'm a self-made.
Oh, you're kidding.
And I was like, okay, but where do you get your inspiration? I was like, I followed this guy. They work here. They go barbershop not too far away from London. It was like in St. Albans, which is Menspire, from Josh LaMonaca.
Okay.
And these kids,
The 17 years old kid.
yeah, these kids was like, I got a vision. I want to be like them. I want to be with them.
Okay.
I was like, okay,
Goosebumps,
that's a bit hard. Is it like big target, to hit?
Yes, for sure.
And you are 17. What do you expect? You just arrived in London. You don't speak English.
You want to be with the top ones?
These kids wasn't making like enough money.
Okay.
Wasn't?
Nah. Because when you don't speak English, they're gonna try and raise your wages down.
For sure.
Trying to give you some target to improve. But I don't know how this guy saved money. He did like, I think it was like 3-month course with Menspire. And he met Josh, and he impressed Josh. At 18, 19, he was already Menspire. These kids.
Oh, wow.
Oh, bro.
I was like, okay, the kids, he got me. He got me. Like, okay, I want you to be inspired as well. I want to start following them. I want to try like to meet them and stuff like that. And this happened like in 2019, 2020, something like that.
Oh, quite recent.
Yeah, or 18, I think. Sorry, it's too long time.
No worries.
All right,
Maybe 2018, 19, something like that. I met Josh.
Finally.
The kids I was talking about, by the way, is Carlo Polito. He's living in New York.
Shout out
Actually,
for Calipolitan.
he just moved to Miami.
Okay.
But yeah, Carlo was introducing me like all these people. He was like, bro, don't worry, we are friends. I'm gonna look after you. So we start like spending time together, sharing the same vision.
Okay.
We are like very good friends.
And this is the
We
little
still-
kids no one believed in. In the
I
barbershop.
believe because they saw him like no English.
No good English, no good haircut.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
they were like no English. It was Napolitan. So Napolitan people, they got like that twist, like the attitude, the behavior is not the best. But when he was doing haircut, the haircut was speaking for himself.
Okay.
You know, maybe as a colleague, he wasn't the best back in the days because he was a kid, he was young.
Yes.
But then he grew up. He make like some point, like he really had purpose in his life, and now, bro,
It's killing.
I met him and Luca Perillo in the same time. Luca Perillo actually is the owner of Menspire Napoli.
Okay.
I was working in Menspire Napoli for 6 months, something like that. Then I give up with that because the money wasn't enough. And I had like kind of some family problem.
So Menspire is a barbering school or education?
Menspire, they started with shops, normal shops, like barbershop.
Barbershop.
And later on, they opened an academy. After that, Josh won so many awards. It was like
Josh was running the Menspire brand.
yes, him and Sam. Can't remember the surname, but yeah, him and Sam. They are two business partner, which they own Menspire, and they just decided like to open an academy after that. Josh has achieved a lot of award, a lot of like when you become very good,
The GOAT.
yeah, like people start recognizing him like he's a visionary, And the haircut he was doing back in the days, he was like the same haircut you're doing probably today.
Me?
Yeah, and we're talking about
And he
like,
had an academy?
no, like back in the days, no one was doing this stuff. It was like, I can tell, like 10 years ago. And he already had the vision.
10
Like-
years ago.
Bro,
Like, let's say like a crop.
yeah.
Those days
crop
you
fade.
do crop.
Yeah.
Imagine 10 years ago to do a crop. They will have a
Okay.
fun of you,
Yeah.
right?
But yeah, no, absolutely. Where did Josh learn it all from?
Everyone got inspiration. you
From
know?
somebody else, yeah.
And Josh was a dresser too.
Okay.
So this is
You
it, bro. I
know?
gotta leave I gotta quit barbering, man. Gotta be a hairdresser. Otherwise, I won't be that.
Trust me, you don't need that. I can share my experience with you, so it's everything easier. But yeah, Josh was a dresser. He wanted to become a barber as well. So I believe like everyone has an inspiration. So everyone tried to copy each other. The worst, I would say, like the hardest part is like I'm copying Pedro, I'm copying Yuri, but how can I mix everything together?
Okay.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Like 10 years ago, it was like no barber school. Like if you wanted to become a barber, you gotta work probably like by visually, not techniques. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Those days we got techniques.
It's so
And
easy
that's-
today.
Changed everything because you got a best tool, best techniques. You just
More
gotta
technology
follow,
on it.
yeah, you just gotta follow the rules. You know what I mean? And you can't be wrong. But back in the days, to do that, it was so hard.
Okay.
Just visual. You stay by your boss, looking at him, trying to imitate him.
Okay.
You don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You just go like by, I don't know, like, how can you say like when you follow your instinct?
Instinct, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And so how did you get to start with Josh?
We met each other 2018, 19, and this friend of mine introduced me to Josh.
Carlos is name, right?
No, another friend of mine is Alessandro Montesarchio. He runs like barber events in Italy, London. He's a big guy, and we are like very good friends. I've been doing education with him as well. I did like 2-3 events, something like that. I've been at the Great British Barber Bash with him. So I had like very big experience with him.
Okay.
And Alessandro introduced myself to Josh. And I was like, Josh, you are my inspiration, whatever. And he was like, yeah, cool. You know Carlo, you know Luca. I was like, yeah, I know them.
He's British?
Yeah. But he got like Italian background.
Oh, okay.
That's when
You know what I mean? So when it comes about
you had the
Italian, it's always like a bit different. So not much to say. Like we introduced each other, and then me, Carlo, and Luca, we always had like good friendship. I started working with Luca in Manspire, so I was in touch with Josh. I was in touch with Sam, and after a bit, I just understand like maybe the city of Naples, it was like a bit too small for myself. So I just decided like to carry on with my dream, the 10 years old dream. You know what I
To
mean?
become a barber.
In America.
In America. So you move it.
No, I was trying to make some money, obviously, because after the pandemic, it was so hard. I was struggling so much. So I went back to London. I saved some money. I was like, okay, I gotta move to Malibu.
Okay.
So Malibu, it was like California, nice weather, nice vibe.
Yes.
But you know what? If I move there, I should be legal. How are you gonna get the green card? There's no skill visa or stuff like that, like in Australia.
You can be the best barber in the world. You're
Yeah.
not gonna get the skill visa.
But you're still gonna be legal. So I just ended up like, okay, because that time of my life, I was like dating my actually girlfriend, and we both came up together like, okay, we gotta change, but where? And I was like, okay, why don't we try Australia? Why don't we go there? I believe like maybe we got very high expectation. Maybe they're gonna be lower than what we expect. The reality is gonna be like very bad probably, but at least we tried.
Yes.
We came here. We never forget, like, since we had this change with the airplanes in Singapore, I knew everything is gonna be better.
Oh.
Why? You felt it?
Since we were in the airport, you know, I had that feeling like, okay, this is the one. I'm doing this big step, big sacrifice, like 26 hours flying for a good reason.
For a good thing. Okay.
And since that, everything went through the right way. I got my first house in the first month, like, just like from a random guy, you know? Like everything meant to happen. Like I got a house, I got a job, I got like, you know, since I moved here, I got like so many job opportunities.
Everything was set up.
It was like, okay, we were waiting for you. Where were you been all this time? I was like, no worries, I'm here now. Like, I
Chill
arrived.
out. Okay.
I remember when they was in the barbershop, he showed me his WhatsApp. He was like, see, bro, see, he's Josh texting me. It was Josh on the phone sending him audio. It was like, hey, bro, how have you been, man? And I heard you in Australia. How have, like, all these messages. I was like, bro, that's so nice. Because, of course, it's hard to contact him. How much does he charge for a course? 5,000 euros?
£5,000 for a 5-day course.
5-day course.
5,000 pounds for 5 days course.
It's like
£1,000
10
a day.
people each course.
10
Huh?
people.
Yeah.
Okay. He's the
In
best
5
one.
days.
Okay.
He knows.
Yeah.
He fucking knows what he's doing. And so all right, let's rewind a little bit. So when you were with Josh, you were not the best barber because you were in the industry for 3 years.
Yeah.
And how the fuck did Josh
I mean, like, I was good barber, but I wasn't the best.
And how
But I still not the best. I mean, like, but I wasn't good. Like,
You can easily
I'm
stand
now.
out.
You know what I mean?
and what was crucial? What was important for you to stick with Josh? Why would Josh want you? Because you're not paying him.
I believe when you show interested,
Genuine
like,
interest.
yeah, to someone, like you wanted to learn, you really love this job, you got some attention, you know.
Yes.
So I was just trying like to follow Carlo, follow Luca. I was working with Luca for 6 months. You know, we always share tips like from each other.
That's nice.
We were trying to improve each other. And it came to that point, like I reached what I wanted to reach. I was doing like some education in UK. I've been in Kosovo. I've been like pretty much everywhere in Italy teaching. I did like course in Naples, Modena. You know, I traveled.
Okay.
And
Bro, you were just a normal barber and then you became a teacher.
yes.
How
you
long
know
did it take?
How? Just
Yeah, please show me.
just showing my works. Because when I was getting like to that good point, I was trying to show more myself. Because you know, when you are not good enough, you don't really share much the haircut.
Yes.
You just come to that point like, okay, I don't want to share it because I follow these people follows me. If they see my haircut, they're gonna feel like, oh, it's a shit haircut. But I came to that point like, okay, I'm good. I got something to share with this industry. So let's make it. I was just sharing, and people were starting to text me like, bro, how do you make this haircut? How do you make this shape? How do you make this? How do you do this? I was like giving some tips, but it was never enough. They were keep asking me. I was like, okay, you know what? You want to learn from me? Let's try a course. Let's try like to show you my vision. And before to do that, I was like with Josh, like translating the course, you know, like I was seeing the process.
Yes.
So I've been there like helping people, like supervising the haircut and stuff. Like if they were doing like bad movement or like bad shape, let's say like some mistakes, I was fixing them.
Okay.
So I just decided, okay, if I did it with Josh, maybe I should try on my own. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And this idea, it was like building up step by step. So I did like the first couple of education. I actually spoke with a guy in London. He wants to do education with me 3 days or 2 days, I can't remember. But yeah, we're talking about like something like good money. I don't know if it's good to say money, how much money is gonna be in this
It's a good money. Doesn't matter.
podcast. But yeah, imagine like me to go there like 2-3 days, whatever. I enjoy London again.
But you only share the amount of money if you want to, man.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the money. But
If
you're gonna
not,
travel
It's
to
more
London.
like, yeah. It's more like, yeah, I'm gonna make my own education. And people are still texting me like, oh, when you back to Italy? Oh, when you back to London? And I'm like, okay, I like it. It's like, you know, it's something like you get used to it and you can't give up.
Okay.
You know, like, even now I'm working here, but I'm talking with my boss like every day, like, let's make education. This country doesn't have any education.
That's right.
This country is like very stuck back in time.
How to make your client's hair shorter? Lesson 1.
But yeah, I was just trying like to share my vision, what I've done in Europe here. And I believe like very soon we're gonna try and make like some education here as well.
Okay.
I see the potential.
Hit up Antonio. I was gonna ask you. So you have experienced lots of top range barbers out there.
Yes.
What was the nicest guy you've ever met? The nicest barber you've ever met? Like, let's say the guy that works on the camera, like popular. I don't know. Cause like Josh, he knows Elias, Seu Elias.
Yeah.
You know the Brazilian barber.
Yeah.
The guy that sent
Do
you
you,
the
do
water
you know
Porsche.
him?
I never met him.
Cool.
Never met him. But have you ever met, I don't know, any famous barber like that?
I met once Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar.
He's from America.
Someone like,
I met him in at the Salon International in London.
is that Evan?
He was a good guy, but I wouldn't say what. To me, the best guy is like a good human being. I don't know, maybe because he's a friend or stuff like that, but Carlo Polito for me
It's the best one.
is unbeatable
Unbeatable what?
Unbeatable, okay.
because he's human.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I hear you, yeah.
It's not cocky.
It's not cocky, but okay, I got
He
it.
doesn't want to show off. What you see of Carlo is Carlo.
Okay.
So my question, Ian, would be, so you saw all these barbers, you met all these barbers. What in common? What are the patterns that they have that made them be who they are? Like what are the patterns that made them stand out?
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice
what?
Oh.
Sacrifice. Bro,
Like
every Sunday, Monday, like working on the mannequin head, spending a lot of time like trying to improve yourself. That's a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah.
Most of them, they got a family, wife, kids, but they're
Doesn't
still
matter.
pushing themselves.
Imagine, bro, you have a kid, you have a wife, and you're there in a room with a Section 8 mannequins there.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, babes, I can't have lunch now. I need to finish this cut.
Yeah.
I'm very, very busy here with this mannequin. I hear you,
But
bro.
that's true. I mean, like, it sounds funny, but
Okay.
that's what happens.
If
Like-
you have to start everything again, what should you do? Like different that you did?
Maybe I will go to London much quicker than what I've done in past. Because London really gave me like that that key factor. I would say like the X factor. You know,
Uh-huh.
I got the X factor because of London.
But what in London made you? What in London brought you
Bro.
the X factor?
The first 3 years I was making like, not the first three, maybe the third and the fourth years I was making like 20, 25 haircuts a day
25 haircuts a day.
25
Yes, bro.
haircuts a day.
from 9 to 7. Know what does it mean?
Yeah,
In and
it's
out, like McDonald's.
almost.
Happy Meal haircut.
This is like 3 haircuts an hour. 3 haircuts
bro.
every hour. That's
He
crazy,
was
bro.
rushing.
did you stop for lunch or something?
I was fainting most of the time. I wasn't getting my lunch.
Oh fuck. So like,
But you know, once you survive to that, you got strong bones.
For sure. Strong
what I mean?
bones,
yeah.
strong
Now
legs.
if you need to use the same skills as you had to use before, you can easily go through it. So like, do you remember? Sometimes you have clients in your chair, and you're like, bro, he comes up to me in the back room, Yuri, I fucking kill it, bro. I had a grey blend to do. I had a haircut, a beard trim,
And he booked only for haircut. I say that.
and I did everything in 15 minutes. It's like, bro, how the
And now
fuck?
I'm chilling.
It's
I'm,
only-
I'm enjoying my coffee.
It's like 10 minutes for the grey blend plus the beard trim and haircut. How did you do everything in 15 minutes?
but it happens.
Uh-huh.
He's there. He's there. He can tell you that. Like,
Okay.
It fucking happens. So, respond to Pedro's question. If you had to start everything over, what would be your next step? If like, because now we have
move
technology,
earlier to London.
but like for a barber that just started, what would you tell this guy? Because he cannot go to London. Let's say.
Okay, first things, you gotta follow someone who inspire you. Like, and someone, you gotta follow the right person.
Okay.
Many barbers, they follow the wrong inspiration. And they've been wasting like 20, 30 years doing like the wrong stuff. You know what I mean? So most of them, they gotta understand like, you can't follow anyone. You need to follow the one. You know what I mean?
The guy.
There's only one guy to follow, usually. Even if it's not Josh, even if it's not me, even if it's not Yuri. But you gotta follow one good guy who's doing like right things and no wrong things.
Okay.
Who is your one good guy?
I don't have one good guy.
You have more. Because you have.
Because I believe like there is an environment. And once you're in, you see things in different way. So I don't follow people who does like number 2 back and side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably they do that, but they don't share it on social media because they are too focused to sharing like different vision to the industry. So what I try and follow is like more people like I forgot the name. Dove from by the way, let's give up. There are like these people like Giannis Kumachi, all these kind of dresser which they work like by sectioning. I really like the job they do. Like it's so much different vision. Like what we do in the shop, forget about it. It's stuff like it really blows up your mind.
Okay.
And this kind of stuff it pushes me because it makes me understand like this job is not limited.
About all the barbershops have you worked in your life, what do you think about Know It?
Which is our barbershop, by the way.
At the moment. So basically, I love Costa.
Okay.
I think
Costa's crying on the phone now.
I love Costa. He's probably the best boss I've ever had.
Oh,
Nice.
really?
Nice.
He really look after us.
Cute.
I can tell that. No, am I lying?
No, you're right. You're right.
So he really look after us. But as everything in this industry comes about business. So what I like about Costa is that it makes you understand like what you can achieve. You know what I mean? Most of the places they don't show you like, okay, you gotta work here, you gotta get this money, that's it. Done.
Bro, Costa was the guy that invested on me when I had 2 months experience in barber industry,
Yeah,
working
but-
as a barber.
Yeah, but look at you now.
Look,
Those
exactly.
days.
Look at me now. Like
Like-
he paid for course for me to go, like for bleaching, for colors, especially for the same guy that we learned
think-
from Josh.
I think in 6 months, you improved so much.
Absolutely.
You were making like around like $1,000 a week.
Not even
Now you're making like probably like
$1,000 every
2,700.
2 days.
2,700 no. Just in the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say like just in the shop.
Just in the shop.
Then there is extra and that's another stories. and I just believe like Costa has the vision.
Has the vision.
I believe in him. I believe in him. I believe like it is not gonna be just a barbershop.
Okay. Okay.
I can tell you that like 2 years time everything is gonna change. 2 years. Remember this day.
2 years.
And one thing I love about him is because he has this open mind. Like he knows social media is
But
important.
look, he's young.
He's young, but like
It's no.
lots of other barbers, they also young, and bro, I have a friend. He's young
Yeah,
as
but-
well, but he doesn't give a fuck for social
Let
media.
me finish. He's young, but he got eyes.
For
For
the
the
business.
barbershop, they are young but blind.
Yes, for
They're
sure.
interested on better fades, bro. Gotta
They-
do better fades.
yeah.
No, bro, you gotta grow your business, man.
They don't see they don't have a vision. You know what I mean?
Yes, for sure.
It's like they come and work just because they have to. Costa comes and works because he loves it.
No, he loves it.
He loves us.
You can see it.
That's nice.
And we love him. You know what I mean? It's like a big chain. So things just comes up naturally.
Yeah, I see in the future we're doing like education things, education course, and I'm very happy to learn.
We're
with you,
talking about it.
Yeah,
I don't want to spoil anything, but
but it will come anyway.
I got a nice email. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna try because I was talking with Sophie the other day.
the
Yeah,
female barber.
you know, like everyone is trying to make some extra money because
sure.
money, you always need money.
Yes, for sure.
This is Australia, man. Very expensive.
Especially in Australia now, everything's going up. So we really need more money.
Sorry, I just want to say one thing. This is very rude, right? You didn't drink your whiskey.
No,
This
no,
is
I
so
didn't.
rude.
So you stop with the conversation to say this. Like, keep it
But
going,
maybe we can check up like after on the video if I
Yeah.
drank it. If I drank it.
bro. I think
We'll
you
check
did.
it up later.
But anyway, I was talking with Sophie like, you know, we need more money. Everything is going up. I was like, no worry, I'm sorting this out. And she was like, how? We're gonna do education. She was like, oh, I'm happy for you. I said, no, you should be happy for us.
Yes, for sure.
Because if we start something, we start as a team. I don't want it to be like, oh, Tony's doing education.
Bro, be your first student. And I'll be there straight away.
It doesn't work like that.
Yes, I know. I got you.
If I'm on my own, I can hit like, how many courses? 10? If we are all in, we can hit 100.
Yes,
This
for
is
sure.
another thing. This is another thing I love
Sure.
about Unite, and many other big business I've worked on. Teamwork is everything, and when we are at Unite, if we don't work as a team,
Yeah.
everybody's gonna fucking fail.
Yeah.
Everybody. If
Yeah.
Nina doesn't wash it, if Nina the apprentice doesn't wash our clients' hair, if someone like you don't come to help me,
Swap the floor.
so yeah, like the thing's it's not gonna go
Nah.
smooth, and everyone will be fucked up in the end of the day, stressed with a bad like friendship. Everything is ruined.
But you can read it through the numbers. At the end of the day, like through the numbers, you can read the day. You know
Yes.
what I mean? When everyone works in the right way, the shop smash it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
everyone does very well. But I had a very random question. It's quite polemic, bro. Are you ready for this?
Go on.
Polemic.
Better drink some water, man. I'm gonna drink some water. You, bro. Ooh. Vic blends.
Okay. I don't really follow him much, but I know what he does. I know his haircut.
What you think about Vic blends and Vic blends cuts?
I think he's good barber. Good.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean with good? He's good barber.
His niche also is not like European cuts. It's mostly black man cut.
It's like American stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
But he's massive. He's super big on social media.
Yeah,
Because
Why?
he's very good at socials.
Bro, there are two people, okay, two person. The one who's good and the one who was good at making happen. You know what I mean?
Yes, I got
He's
it.
good at making it happen.
Yeah.
But I think Vic Blends, he does very nice cuts. Don't take me wrong. But I think Vic Blends is better at marketing himself at social media rather than cutting. He's very nice at cutting,
Yeah,
but he's much better at filming.
What do you
social-
think? Which one is more important?
For him?
I think depends.
No, in general, like, is he better someone who does like
For me,
mark himself?
for me the most important is marketing,
Yeah,
not the haircut.
yeah. I
think
agree
that
with
is
that.
more-
I
yes.
agree with that.
He's done fucking right.
Look at myself. Like,
You
sometimes
do better than him, bro. But he's richer than you.
No, but I'm not challenging with him. I mean, like, look at myself. Like, I think I do good, very good haircuts.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
I do something outstanding, something like different vision, something like people have never seen it.
Yeah, next level cuts.
where are my 1,000 likes? Where they are?
On Vic Blend's account.
On Vicky Ben's account.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because they're not showing up.
So what I learned in this industry is more like how you sell yourself. It's not how good you are.
This is absolutely true because
That is the key.
as soon as I started posting on my socials, I started to get so many clients, bro, like crazy. I'm not fully booked in my house because if I was, I wouldn't be working in a barbershop. But like, sorry, cause but I was sticking in the barbershop because I love the barbershop, like my family, and I love being with you because you guys invested in me, and you know,
Fight. Like that.
is
Justify yourself.
it's just like a reciprocal relation, you know, because like the way he invested on me, I want to be reciprocal invest as well.
But you shouldn't do that because he invested in you. You should do that because you feel good in the shop.
Yes.
Yeah, no, but like,
That's a
that's
good
what I'm
point.
saying. Like,
You know what
I
I mean?
feel I'm doing that because I feel good by doing that.
You know why I go there every day, like super energetic, super like positive, like with a lot of fancy like good haircut and stuff. Because I like the place, I like the people, I enjoy
It's
it.
a nice environment.
You know
to
what
be
I
there.
mean? Like when I go there and I make a joke, we have fun.
Oh.
And first in the morning, when I know like it's gonna be Yuri there, it's gonna be Nino there, I know I'm gonna have fun. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a fun day.
It's like when you go to school, like you know, like your friend is gonna be there, and when you know that your friend is gonna be sick, you don't want to go to school.
Yeah, for sure.
He works like that.
When one of them is sick, you just don't want to go. Like, fuck, the day sucks, man.
100%. And I believe like I didn't have this feeling for a long time.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cute.
Even
That's
in
super
men's
cute.
bio.
Manspire is more like everyone trying to
Improve.
screw up each other. You know, like
Like in what sense? What sense?
I don't want to say like bad things, but they always challenge each other. Like I heard like many bad things, like oh shit haircut, oh that's shit, oh that's shit. Why do you say shit haircut? Why don't you go to him and say like, bro, you
should
need
have
to-
done.
You need to improve this. You get me?
Completely.
Like when I see something wrong on his haircut, I go to him. I don't say like, oh bro, your haircut is shit. I go to him and say like, Yuri, I think you need to work on this.
Okay.
That's right. That's
Makes
true.
sense,
Yeah,
no?
that's true.
And when I see him
And I come up to
improving,
you, and ask you what
like,
should
when
I
I
have
see
done.
his haircut now, like the line he just done like half an hour ago, I was so happy because I showed him how to do it, and now he's just doing it on his own, like, and he probably is like even better than mine. Shut up. You know what I mean? Like, and to me, it's so satisfying, like, because he works with me, and in 6 months he improved. It's the same things he was saying that guy, the Brazilian guy, which. Please don't talk to me in Portuguese. It's just like a message for him. Like I don't speak Portuguese. I speak English, or Italian. That's all.
Keep saying what you're saying, but I have a question later on.
So like that guy, he was like, this guy Simon was working with me, and it was like, oh, Simon has improved so much working with you. I was like, yeah, I'm happy. He's back in Brazil. He's making money. I'm happy. He's a friend for me. It's not just a colleague. Whatever comes into my habit, into my environment, it becomes like a family or friends. That's it. There's no choice.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm a good guy. So I got like goodness to share. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So if you come to my shop working with me, like, and stuff like that, I make sure like what you're doing there is not gonna waste your time. Doesn't matter if it comes about haircut, if it comes about just enjoying, have fun, whatever. You know what I mean? That's why I'm here tonight, Saturday night.
Gotta remember. But just a question for you, man. So, in
is a
this,
question.
what were we just talking about?
I don't know. You had a question
About
for
the
me.
environment.
Oh, fuck, I just
about
missed
you
it.
know it. How you guys feel working there.
No, I just missed the question. It was a very nice question. Oh, right. So,
You forgot again.
I forgot again. It came up. You guys distracted me, man. You guys distracted me.
can forget twice in 1 minute.
In 1 minute, bro. So we used to talk about how you know it works, how you guys feel like a
part is gonna be
family.
cut,
No, they're gonna cut this part.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut this part. Bro, I completely forgot, but that's okay. That's okay. So what's your goal as a barber for the next
Yes.
season, man?
I wanted to start my education, and to be honest, I wanted to run a salon.
You wanted to run your own
Do you
salon.
yeah.
Not my own one. It doesn't matter. Like, you know,
I-
when
even as a
look,
ownership.
I got a nice team at the moment. What's the point to me to quit and be on my own?
Makes sense.
The same as I think.
As I was saying, like on my own, I can hit 10 curs. Team can hit 100 curs.
For sure.
So I need to understand like what this kind of environment can take me to, and we're definitely gonna plan something together.
Yeah, just remember the question. So, bro, what's the thing with these Brazilians, man? What are they? What's the problem with them on your Instagram? Why is Brazilian texting you so much?
I don't know. I like them. Don't get me wrong. I like them.
I like them.
I like you guys. That's why I'm here. It's good for them. But
How the fuck did they find you?
I don't understand Portuguese. That's the problem. And I don't know, because some of them they work with me, so they shared my account with people. You know, it's
like word of mouth.
Yeah, word of mouth. And I just believe like Brazilian, they really like fades.
Yeah,
that's the truth. For Brazilian, fade is everything.
Yes, for sure.
Keep me fresh, man.
Yeah, that's what
Keep
I
fresh,
mean.
fresh.
I feel it.
So he's the only one who got the nice words, right?
It's the only one who
I feel it. He comes from the end of the podcast.
I can feel it touching my shoulder.
I feel you, Antonio.
So basically,
But why they come and text you in Portuguese, bro?
They love
As if for Brazilian, but
maybe it's my fault because sometimes I reply in Portuguese.
Portuguese. you educate them.
Sometimes, because you teach me like a couple of words.
Sometimes
Sometimes Simon teach me something. So I got like a big many
Brazilian
people
team.
like bringing like word to my vocabulary.
Fitting
you know?
on socials. He comes up to me and says, "Bro, can you please text this guy in Portuguese something nice? text something nice."
No, but I like that they likes me and they want me there. It's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen.
Nice.
I gotta go to Brazil.
Nice.
I was talking to my girlfriend. I was like, babes, I'm gonna make like education in Brazil. Like, she was like, okay, I'll come with you. I was like, no, it's work stuff. She was like, I don't believe you. She was like, better smash your face.
Safado. 5 days, I'm going come.
But come on, like I'm talking like to her like in a serious way, like it's business stuff. But she was like, no, I want to keep my eye on you. I was like, okay, it's fine.
What if I cut a woman head?
If you want to come.
Antonio, we are close to the end.
Cool.
I just want to ask you if you want to say something for someone, send a message.
Okay, to be honest with you guys, I'm here because I really enjoy you.
Oh.
And I really like what you're doing, like the social media stuff. I'm not really good at it. You know, like people
We're gonna learn together, bro.
the people who met me, like they know what I'm doing, like the way I'm doing is only like live people, real people. So I'm not really good with this stuff, but I'm ready to share my content more often. You know what I mean? Like I want to change myself because, you know, we always improve ourselves.
Yes.
So my message is like, doesn't matter where you start, doesn't matter how much money you have, doesn't matter like if in your family, for example, no one is a barber or hairdresser, whatever. If you got a vision, follow it, follow your dreams.
Oh.
Doesn't matter like how much it costs you, how much it takes you, how long it takes you. You gotta follow yourself. Don't listen to the people that they say it's like you can't make it. I come from a really bad city, like it's so dodgy, like Scampia, everyone knows Scampia, like it's so bad, but it doesn't matter. Like, look, I'm a good guy, I'm a hard worker, and I'm sure like one day I'm gonna hit like a big goal because I'm focusing on myself. And
It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like, never give up, never.
Nice.
My man, it was a pleasure having you on my podcast.
My
One more
pleasure.
time, thank you so much for coming, bro. I love you so
Love
much.
you guys.
I hope you.
João is part
Yo.
of it.
Thank you, João, for having a very nice conversation with us as well.
Love you guys.
Bro, honestly, like this podcast, we've been planning for so long, and finally happened.
But it's worth it.
It was, of course,
Definitely,
it was
definitely.
Like now the pizza is gonna be worth it.
Bro, I'm so fucking starving. Guys, please, if you guys liked this video, do not forget to give any comments down below. Antonio's Instagram is also in the description of this video.
Yes.
So if you like this video, if you like the content, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel, please.
And guys, follow those guys because they really have something to share. It's not like bullshit. You know what I mean? Like
The hand.
follow these guys.
They know what they do. Well, man, all the lights are off. Thank you so much for watching. I see you on Sundays on live streams and also every Wednesday a different podcast. Well, man, love you. One more time. See ya.
Yes.
Thanks
Bye.
so much, guys.
SeiLá Podcast.
Tamo junto.
See ya.